Architecture and Mass Communication Department. To conduct these various workshops, we have with us renowned experts. Mr. Ravindra Verma is with us. He is a metal sculpturist, having the experience of more than 40 years and conducted various workshops in India and abroad. Next, we have Raja Deori, who is an Assami artist and is best in bamboo applications. He is a founder of Arunachal Academy of Fine Arts. Mr. Dev Mehra is also here, who is a cinematographer, editor and filmmaker. And also we have few experts from our own Sharda University. Mr. Dattatreya Apte is there, Mr. Pradeep Kharbanda is there, Miss Rashmi and Satyendra Walia. As we all know that our profession is different from regular courses. It's very creative, imaginative, spontaneous. We as an architect create the imaginations. So for us, it's very important that, okay, fine, we take the dream, but we should have the ability make those dreams. So these workshops helps us in understanding the materials, its behavior, properties, and construction techniques. And not only that, by taking part in these kind of a workshop, helps us in improving the creative skills, but also develops a team spirit in us. As one of our great philosophers has rightly said, individual we are a drop, but together we are an ocean. So it's very important in these workshops, when we work with these renowned experts, we as a student should focus on our team working skills. That it is your input that will determine its success and its relevance and benefits to you. With that note, again a very warm welcome to all of you, and I hope that the workshop will be fruitful, productive and enjoyable. Thank you.
Nothing wrong with this. सबसे ज़्यादा पॉपुलर आती है
Thank you.
Design and Media Studies, I welcome the Dean and our HODs, the faculty members and the students who have contributed a lot for putting up the workshops in a very planned manner. The workshops is the beginning of series of creative exercises using different materials, different techniques, and exploring the malleability of the materials to bring out artistic forms and artistic shapes out of these prominent materials. Basically, the materials which we have taken, they are versatile like bamboo, metals, tensile structures, the collage, graphic, short film, and so on. The idea behind these workshops is to expose the students to the utility factors, how best these materials can be studied, their practices can be well established. At the same time, we could decide and we could use these materials in the actual form to create very interesting, very attractive formations which can be used as aesthetic features, which we are also planning to use the same as the aesthetic feature, which will stay as part of the decor of the university, and especially we will be putting up these for our forthcoming event, of course, to be held shortly. Because everybody has worked very hard, it's a joint team effort, and we are thankful to all of us by putting up the best possible show so that the series of these creative workshops can be repeated as and when we take up the next challenge. So I congratulate all of you and wish a great success to these first series of the workshops on creative aspects of the materials. And I thank all of you once again.
Friends and senior colleagues and junior colleagues and our expert guests, it's really a great pleasure. We are running short of time by, I think, almost 1 hour, according to my work, so I'll not take much time. I'll just share one little story. There was a little boy, once upon a time, and this was, again, in a very poor country at that point of time, and they would eat noodles from morning till evening almost, every meal. And one additive they would use is the soya sauce. Now, because it was a poor family, the mother would prepare the soya sauce at home, and she would store it in a big jar. And every time she would try to pour it on the dish, children are having their food, it would spill. And, not the right quantity. So, this troubled the child. And later on, of course, attending school and the harshness of life and all that kind of thing, this country went through war and suffered the atomic bomb. Almost everything was destroyed. But this boy was still surviving. And eventually, he became a creator. And he created a bottle to store soya sauce, which is now the symbol of any restaurant across the world. It's a beautiful example of design. And then he eventually became a great designer, and he did design what is called, or what is known as Shinkansen. The shape of the bullet train in Japan was designed by him. He passed away on Saturday. His name is Kenji Ekuan. So in the name of such persons, we dedicate this workshop and we do our best. That's my message. Later on, we'll keep interacting and talking more about it. Thank you.
Professor S.S. Madan, Workshop Coordinator. Professor Rakesh Chafra, HOD. Professor Dr. Shivam Saha, Dean. Convener Richa Malik, S.N. Sagar sir, and ladies and gentlemen, and students of Sharda University. I am happy to be a part of Sharda University. Thank you again. This is an idea I am doing about how to use bamboo installation, bamboo work. This is my own idea. I thinking in my own, and I want to show after this meeting. When we think about bamboo in the installation, we had entered the ideation phase where we talk about how to brainstorm potential idea for the experiment. In this game, in this workshop, we are going to discuss also how to do a reality check on the idea and how to begin evolving your thoughts for the simple available materials. Now I use bamboos. You may think about any materials where is available in nearby you. As you look at the promising idea you are developed in your initial brainstorming, you will want to do some reality check on this idea in order to further involvement in your thinking. Remember, we are exploring idea that will help everyone grow your work of yourself that meet your criteria for success. Students should gain better level of support to enhance GS idea and develop their practice so on. If we want to create some positive connections and energy in our work, we will get positive results. Although these camps will be in developing our implementation strategies that are designed to support innovation and enterprise within the arts and architects. Thanking all of you. Nice to meeting you all.
Professor Saha, Professor Sapra, Professor Madan, and Richa Malikman. First of all, I would like to thank the university for inviting me here for this workshop. I have done many workshops in India and abroad, and I have a teaching experience of about 30 years. Now, after retirement, I've taken up my own job and doing sculpture, and my studio is just across the road. There's a colony called Kaladham, which is a colony of artists where 96 artists are practicing their art. So I would also like you to visit our Kaladham once and see how artists are working there. They are working in different mediums. Some of them are painters and sculptors. I'm also working there. When I was contacted by the architecture department to hold a workshop here, I was very delighted, and I thought it would be a very good experience for me, because this is the first time that I am interacting with architects and the students of architecture. And since sculpture is not very different from architecture, we have the similar line of action. Like we both deal in three-dimensional, objects. So it won't be difficult for me to, to explain my project to the students, and I'm sure we'll come out with something nice. So when we discussed about what material we can use for creating a sculpture, so we all decided that the waste material which is lying in the junkyard, that can be very well used for creating a sculpture. And Also for students, it will be an experience because since you will be, after your graduation, you will be going out and working as architects. So this waste material, which is, normally we throw it away. And after completion of a building, this waste material which we just sell off, and this can be used for creating sculpture. And my experience is this, that in India, one thing is lacking, that we create big buildings, we create big institutions, but the lawns are kept just empty. If we can place some sculptures, we can put some sculptures in that change the scene, and aesthetically, I think it becomes a better area if we do that. So we decided to work on this waste material, and I've been given these 3-4 days to just do a sculpture, and I hope will produce a better work. And the students are also very excited. When I met them yesterday, they showed great interest, and I hope that this. And I also suggest one thing to the administrators here, that if we can hold such workshops, once in 3 months or 2 months, at least you will have one sculpture every workshop we do. So this way, Sharda University can have a good collection of sculptures, and that too from the waste material. So I think you will think in this direction, and something good will come out in future. And I once again thank you all, and I hope, and the students, I hope will be benefited with this workshop. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your experience, sir. Now, I would like to request Mr. Dev Meher to share his experiences on short film making.
Good morning, everyone. So, winter is fading away now. Films are about putting your imagination, translating them into a visual reality. Of course, sound is there. You all are architects, right? Or at least studying architecture. A great architect, Vitruvius, I think is the oldest one, at least I know is the oldest one. 2100 years ago, he used to say that there are 3 principles of architecture. That is formista, venasta, and utilita. If we translate it to plain English, it's firm, utilizable, and beautiful. Now, filmmaking is not much different from that, and it's all about what's in the frame and what's out of the frame, and it's of course a confluence of so many art forms which have come before. We have had theaters, we have had music for thousands of years. Now with filmmaking, it's the most modern and most recent art form. It's an extension of photography and videography. So we have this opportunity to stand on the shoulder of all these giant artists and take from them and start from there. So one of the greatest filmmakers, Akira Kurosawa, he used to say that that's why I've dedicated my life to films, because it is everything. It has got painting, it has got music, it has got dance, theater, it has got everything you can imagine and you can pour. So just observe, and I hopefully in the next 2 days that we spend together, we'll try fall in love with films. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your views. Now, on behalf of School of Architecture and Planning and School of Art, Design and Media Studies, we would like to invite Professor Rakesh Sapra to deliver a vote of thanks.
Very good morning to all. So on behalf of School of Architecture and Planning and School of Media Studies, I welcome you all on the 2 days workshop, Akriti series of creative workshop. The workshop is being organized by School of Planning and Architecture and School of Media Studies. This workshop is meant to disseminate the knowledge in the area of art, sculpture, media, and technology. The various methodologies and techniques that are being developed by our experts will showcase in this workshop. I am sure all the participants in the workshop will be benefited. And now let me move to my duty to entrusted to me the vote of thanks. Professor Shravan K. Shah, Dean, SAP and SADMS. He is a man blended with long academic and industrial experience. He is a constant inspiration for all activities in the school.